Welcome to the Maturity Project. I'm your host, John Everbroshiers, and today's conversation has to do with young love. Well, really, it's one of the people that I introduced to the Maturity Project's relationship course to. It's breaking the dating game, and I got to tell you, I love it. I absolutely love it. This guy's ambitious. He's got a lot of energy, a lot of desire, a lot of. He's going to do things with his life. He really is. By the way, if you like the video, you like the series, if you haven't subscribed already, and maybe I'll earn a subscription, just hit that subscribe, hit the bell notification so you know whenever the videos come out. And yeah, like the video if you like it. You know, I'm failing forward and failing up. I constantly am out to create the best possible content. If you do enjoy watching that and you find inspiration, which I hope that you do, because I really want you to see what I'm up to, see that, look, I'm not perfect at it, that's for damn sure. And start putting some effort into your own life to see some changes. And I'll invite you. I will. Eventually, we'll start inviting a lot of people with the grassroots efforts to say, you know what, you don't have to have name recognition to come on the show to talk about what your experiences have been. And you never know where it's going to take you in life by getting on here and actually just talking. And I do suggest also putting some of the stuff you learn from my videos and or the courses of the content that we create, put it into action. Here it is for you. So, all right, now back to the subject at hand. This young gentleman, by the way, I'm incredibly inspired by him. He's, for being as young as he is, he's about 19. He's going through a very challenging relationship, and he's put serious effort into making it a legitimate thing that the two of them can grow in. And it's really, it just came to fruition that it is an immature relationship, and he's doing what he can to be more mature. And on the other side, it's not quite the same. We're not always at the same places as our partner, and especially when you start breaking down the different areas of maturity, the 8 different areas and the subcategories, and that you start learning that there can be these differences, and these differences, when they're in ignorance, can be problems. But when they're not in ignorance, they can become challenges that you will learn lessons with. And the goal is to learn lessons with your partner. That if they're a problem, you're locked into a challenge. You're locked into something that you won't really free yourself of. You just have to survive or avoid. And that's pretty much it. There's really no thriving in that. But when you do see it as a challenge instead of a problem, now you have something you can work with and overcome it and develop yourself as a person. So, but both partners need to do that in order for it to really be significant. Otherwise, you'll grow apart. So the relationship course of breaking the dating game, that is really, it's just to give a lot of insight and clarity and a way to better understand yourself, and you can help your partner understand you. So I put him into the course, and he's gaining a lot of clarity now about the relationship that he's going through, and understands that, look, you can't make somebody want to be in a healthy relationship. You can't. It's like the same thing, is like the same phenomenon that occurs with getting somebody to quit smoking. You can't make somebody quit smoking. You can try to influence them to quit, but ultimately, hey, you're not going to be with them all the time. They're going to find their ways around and to smoke if they really don't want to. But if they're doing it for you, doesn't mean they're going to do it. You just want to inspire people to do things, but you can't devote yourself to that because you don't want to enable people either. So anyway, he's going through some stuff. Incredibly impressed by the guy, and he is part of the grassroots thing. I'm going to encourage him into showing up in the show at some point in time and talking about his experiences. I've gone through enough of my own relationships, and I'll share stories from that as well, and the lessons that I gained from it. But this is life. So if you want to learn to really live it out, let's live it out in a mature way. Let's learn from everything. By the way, let me clarify something, and I'll let you go after this. We'll stop the video. But something I really want to clarify. People believe that when you mature, you lose the fun of being alive. And it's absolutely insane. But if you haven't been taught what maturity actually is, you think maturity is just this old and cantankerous, if you're not familiar with that word, by the way, it's just basically like a very angry person, very agitated and just not a pleasant person, just constantly, venting their upsets and can't seem to be satisfied. Devoid of joy. Yeah. I really, to help people understand what maturity is you can still have fun and do the things you enjoy doing, and you can be childlike with fun. But the insecurity that prevents you from really living into that fun is something you lose with maturity. You can still have all that fun, but you stop with the insecurity of it. So you're like, oh, I'm not sure what people are going to think of me. Well, as you mature, you don't worry about that. That's not the concern. It's not that you're avoiding it. It's just that you understand who you are in such a way that you're not acting out. Because when you are having fun, but you're acting out, it's when the insecurity comes in and says, oh, I better stop doing this. And that's where it has valid. It's valid. But when you're having fun, but you're not acting out, you're just expressing yourself and enjoying yourself. That insecurity is what you'll lose. Because you know who you are. And that's part of maturity. So anyway, you don't lose the fun. I have a hell of a lot of fun. And I focus on a daily basis to mature myself in every which way possible. All 8 areas in every subject and category. Constantly out for it. Always, always, always out to grow. Because I want to be able to offer, to give people the insights necessary for their own growth. Because something is so incredibly rewarding to me when I see good people experiencing good things in life. Even when they're going through challenges, they may not recognize that challenge as good because they're really dealing with the burden of the challenge. But I know on the other side that they're going to be good, right? Like watching somebody doing exercise. Yeah, when you're newer at it, it's going to be harder. But I can sit back and smile and watch with this wonderful delight to know that they're changing their life because of the challenges that they're putting themselves through. Exercise is a challenge. It should be, right? That's how you see progress. Now, take it out of the physical and put it through the other 7 areas. That's exactly how it works. So when I say I can sit back and smile when somebody's going through a challenge, is because I know where they're going. I'm not smiling because they're struggling. I'm smiling because I know that when they get that rep done, what their struggle is, when they get that rep done, they're going to be better. They're going to grow. Right? They're going to develop themselves further. But I'm there as a safety net, right? Like you step in to spot somebody. I'm there as a safety net to get in there and say, hey, I got you. I got you. You struggled enough. Let me help here. You're going to get it next time on your own. Okay? I got you for now. That's how the mentorship process works with the Maturity Project. That's how I am as a person. Because I know I don't want to enable you. And the program doesn't enable you either. It just gives you that little spot when you need it. And gives you the direction to say, hey, this is the right direction to go in. But you need to find yourself over there in that. And you have to find your lessons. But trust the process and continue. You'll get there. And if they get to the point of the struggle and the bar's coming down and they're going to get choked out by the bar because they can't get out from under it, so you step in real quick and be like, all right, I'm going to assist you in getting this up. I'm not going to take it off you. I'm going to help you get it off you. Now, we're going to learn from it, and next time you got this. Right? So that's how it works. It's simple, right? We can make it fun. So, anyway, that's the Maturity Project. I'm your host, Chad Everett Brochures. For the friend that I'm talking about, this young man that's in the relationship course, I got you, buddy. You're good. You don't need the spot right now, man. You don't need it. You're good. Keep going through what you're going through. You're all right. But if it feels like it's too much and you're struggling too much, I'm stepping in. I got you. We're in that mentorship. You're not alone, brother. No. You're going to get through it. All right. Till next time. I'm your host, Chad Everett Brochures. This is the Maturity Project. Don't forget, share this video with the people in your life that are part of your support system. The reason why it's going to benefit you for sharing is not just to help this company grow and this particular channel grow, It's not just that. Yes, of course, that's a benefit. But the real benefit is to help them understand you're up to something. And you can talk to them about it. Because when you're making change, you're going to run into stress. That's the way that it works. When you're really getting hit with that stress, and that person that would step in and give you that spot, sometimes they try to bring you back to the behaviors you made the decision to change. And you're changing those behaviors, stressing you, they're going to want to bring you back to something they know has stress relief, or something that you at least showed that you enjoyed before. It may not be immediately to the behavior you're changing, but it could be associated with the behavior you changed. And if that's the case, their empathy is going to drive you back in. Because they don't know you're up to something. They don't know you're making changes. If you don't share with them that you're up to something, or if you have shared with them you're up to something, but you failed at that effort, and you start feeling like you're just going to enroll people into one more thing you're trying, this could be a great way to break that pattern. Because you're not alone anymore. Not alone on the side of your support, and you're not alone now because I'm with you. And so is the Maturity Project and the courses as they come out. You have your option and your access to those. You're not alone. Okay? So sharing is caring. All right, that's it for today. Don't forget, yesterday's failures. So for everybody, it's like, well, I keep failing. Good. Fail forward and fail up. That's what I do. Yesterday's failures are an opportunity for tomorrow's success. So tell yourself that. All right, that's it for today. Let's get up to something. Let's get up to it together. And don't forget, I love you. We're going to grow through it all, man. Let's go.